What's up, Earth Angels? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Tay, and I'm a psychic healer here on YouTube. Today we're going to do a pick a card reading all about what red flags you're not seeing. So this is about someone you're in a relationship with, someone you're talking to, someone you're in a friendship with, whatever it is. Think of this person that you want to, check in on. Or just see which card you feel drawn to, and maybe the universe will just show you who to check in on, because quite possibly you don't even think to check in on this person because you're not seeing the red flags. So Spirit wants me to come here today to make you more aware of your situation. And don't be scared or worried or nervous, because it's all going to be fine. It's just a message that needed to find you. So here I am. So take a moment to pick one of these three piles. The Nightingale is pile 1, the Fox is pile 2, and the Gazelle is pile 3. Once you have chosen which pile you feel drawn to, you can go ahead and scroll down to my description where I placed each of the timestamps for these piles. That means you can just click on the timestamp and it'll take you to your portion of the video. You don't have to try to figure it out yourself. All right, I'll see you in your reading. What's up, pile 1? If you chose the Nightingale, this is going to be a reading all about what red flags you're not seeing. So let's check in on the energy of this person first. So the Nightingale is somebody who is, this could be someone who literally stays up all night. This is a sweet energy though. Someone who is more soft-spoken, sweet, loving. They feel good to be around. They're a night owl, someone who stays up late or stays up all night or works the night shift. And there's somebody who, they could potentially be someone who plays video games. This is coming through heavy. Video games, computer games, something like that. They could be someone who's a little bit in the category of stoner. They don't have to be, but that's a message that's coming through. And there's someone who has a strong network of friends, but it's almost like they don't have to hang out all the time, but they do just know a lot of people. They have a lot of friends, a lot of people who, come by once in a while, hit them up. Like, people are constantly hitting them up or texting them. They do have a big network of people. And Spirit, anything else you want to tell me? So I'm seeing a lot of tall people. They don't have to be tall though, but majority of people watching this pile, their Nightingale is a tall person, but it doesn't have to be. But if that resonates, take it, because I'm seeing a lot of tall people. This is somebody who is more go with the flow energy. They're chill, but they're a good time, charismatic. Their energy feels good. To be honest, their energy feels really good. So let's see what the red flags are, because I can understand why maybe you're not seeing them. So Spirit, show me what red flags is pile 1 not seeing in this Nightingale person. Okay. What red flags? Let's clarify this King of Cups. Okay, so this person could be doing some type of work that's not necessarily the safest or the cleanest type of work. So maybe they're into something like selling weed, or something that's like, they're doing something sketch, right? Like, it's like a little bit sketch. Spirit, tell me more about this. That could be a red flag. Maybe they're getting phone calls and they're not straight up with you about it. They could be doing this out of their home. People come to their home. That's why they have this big connection. There's something under the surface or hidden about what they do for work or what they do for money. It doesn't necessarily have to be their career, but it could be like a side thing that they do that's a side hustle, and it's not necessarily putting them in the safest position. And so that's a red flag, because if you're around them, you're with them, it could potentially put you at risk. Spirit, tell me more about this red flag that we're seeing here. Yeah, it's something that, brings them money, but it's like they don't think about the precautions. They don't think about the risks. They don't think about who they could potentially be putting at risk. And so that can become a problem. And Spirit, tell me more about this Five of Cups. What is this Five of Cups about? So they feel like they're kind of stuck in this position because they're not truly seeing their potential. They don't see their potential. They don't see who they can be. Their heart is out of balance. Like, look at this heart. My heart chakra is just coming forward. Their heart is out of balance with their mind. And so in their mind, they're like, oh, I have to do this. I got this. Like, it's all good. And their heart is actually telling them, no, don't do this. But their mind, they're just like, no, get the money, make the money, like, whatever. Like, and their heart is out of balance, and their heart is not telling them their potential. Their heart is not showing them their potential, opening them up to opportunities, because their heart is out of balance. So when your heart is out of balance, it doesn't allow for opportunities to come into your life. And so this person, in a sense, feels stuck in this lifestyle, or this choice, or this money that they're bringing in not the cleanest way. Spirit, is there anything else you want to tell me about this? Okay, so show me what are the red flags? Like, what other red flags is pile one not seeing, Spirit? What other, and Spirit wants you to know that this is like something you wouldn't approve of. That's why it's being hidden, or they feel like you wouldn't approve of it. But the fact that they feel, maybe you would approve of it. You're like, oh, that's fine. I don't care if you do that. I don't care if you sell weed. I don't care, like, whatever it is. It doesn't have to be that. That's just the example I'm being given. And so it is, maybe you don't care and you wouldn't care and you're fine with that. But the thing is that they are hiding it because they think that you would care. And so they're hiding a part of them from you. So that's technically a little bit of a lie, or a little bit of like concealment. And it's something that is not cool to you as a person who is being vulnerable, putting yourself out there, being true to who you are. So Spirit, tell me more. Are there more red flags going on in this pile? Okay. So one of the red flags is that, so we have the Sun and we have the Hierophant, whatever you want to call this one. So another one of the red flags is this person could be a lot of talk. They could act like they have it together. They could be, paying for these stuff for you, taking you out, just acting like they have it together when they don't. It's like a fake it till you make it. But the thing is that deep down, they're in like there's a mess inside of them. They're struggling internally, and they don't see their potential, and how they display themselves is not how they are internally. And when the real them comes out, you're going to get a completely different person. So this person is very charismatic and admirable and sweet and loving and happy-go-lucky and go with the flow on the outside, but on the inside, they're a completely different person. And so they're showing a side of them that isn't true. It's not authentic. And of course, we don't want to show our worst sides, and we don't want to just come out and be like, oh, I have no idea what I want in life. I am super insecure. I feel stuck. Like, of course. But the thing is that you're going to find this out, and you're going to be shocked. You're going to be confused. You're going to be like, whoa, I thought you were a lawyer, or I thought, it's like, maybe they're just fully not telling the truth about who they are. Spirit, what are the other do you want to talk more about this? Okay, so tell me, what are the more red flags? Are there any more red flags that pile one is not seeing? So we have the Four of Cups. What are the other red flags? The Seven of Swords and the Eight of Cups. Okay. So Spirit is saying this person is constantly showing you why they're not enough for you, why you should walk away. They're constantly putting you in like a bad position or backing you up into a corner or using you in a way that you're not noticing, that you're not seeing, that you're not even realizing. And so Spirit wants you to be more aware of your situation, be more weary of things this person asks you to do or invites you to do or has you ride along for, or there's a sense of this person using you. And why are they using them, Spirit? And Spirit's saying you're not noticing because maybe you're caught up in the emotions or the feelings or like, oh, this person's so cool. The energy's good. Like, they're so fun. They're so go with the flow. But what are they using pile 1 for? Like, what is it? What are they using pile 1 for? Okay, they're using you to create, it's like a wingman situation. A wingman situation to manifest what they desire. So they're using you to create what they want, to get what they want. And is there anything else you can tell me about this, Spirit? Okay. And it has to do with money. It has to do with money. And for some of you, this could be a safety issue. I just have to put it out there. For some of you, this could be your safety. So it's very important you're aware of this. And this could be your safety in a sense of literally you're at risk, like physically, but then also it could be a safety issue in the sense of you're at risk to get in a lot of trouble. And you don't even realize it. You don't even see it. And Spirit wants to make this clear. You have to be careful around this person, whether this person is your friend, your neighbor, this is a lot of situations. This is not just a romantic thing. This is a friendship. This is a relationship. This is your neighbor, your coworker, someone you know that's like, they don't have to be. For most of you, this is like a newer connection because it's really hard for you to see past what they're showing you, who they really are. Spirit, is there anything else you want to talk about here? So let's see. They could be someone who potentially drives you crazy sometimes, but you're just like, oh, I love them though. It's an illusion. It's like, it's an illusion. You're not seeing it them for face value. And Spirit is warning you to be careful. And you know who this is. You know who this is. Now you're going to be a little like skeptical, but you know deep down who this is. Spirit, tell me more. Is there anything else you want to tell me? Yeah, it's just somebody who is, it could be somebody who you literally wanted to be like, or who you envy in a little bit of a way. And maybe you're like, oh, how is their life so cool? How is their life so perfect? Dang, how are they making so much money? Well, it's like, it's a lie. It's like, it's not true. It's not real. And it's like Instagram versus reality, but they're showing you the Instagram life in what you think is reality. And so it's a huge illusion. Spirit, is there anything else here? No, that's it. So this is all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it doesn't scare you, but only brings awareness to your life. Don't let it scare you. Just let it bring awareness. Let it allow you to see more clearly and move on. That's it. I know it's not always easy, but it's better safe than sorry. And if you enjoyed this reading or if it resonated, please drop a like, comment, subscribe to my channel. I'd love to know your feedback. And if you're interested, I host spiritual retreats. My next one is in Hawaii in October, November of this year. And I also do Reiki healing. And I also am a personal trainer. I do online training. All of this is found on my website down below. I also give personal readings. So if you're interested, hit me up in my email or my website down below. And I would love to get in contact with you. All right, I hope you have a beautiful day. Bye. What's up, pile 2? If you chose the fox, this is going to be a reading all about what red flags you're not seeing in this person, whoever this person is in your life. Whether this is, for most of you, this is a relationship, okay? I'll be clear. For most of you, it's a relationship, like a romantic relationship, but it doesn't have to be. It could be a friendship, could be a family member, but for 99.999%, it's a relationship. And so Spirit, so let's talk about the energy of this person. First, let me mention, when I was saging between piles, there was a lot of smoke for this pile. There's a lot of bad energy here, a lot of negative energy, and this person tends to hold it all inside. There's somebody who is very much an observer. They're quiet. They observe. They take everything in. They hold it in. So it's almost like they take score of things. They keep score. They keep track. They're like, oh, you did this, you owe me that. You did this, you owe me that. But they don't say that straight out. So they put it all in. They internalize it. And then they take it out on you in a passive-aggressive way, and that's a red flag. So that's the first thing. So let me just get some cards on this. So Spirit, tell me, what are the red flags of pile 2? Okay, so we have the Page of Coins. Spirit, tell me more about this Page of Coins. It's like they have this dark side to them, this very dark side to them, and they don't show it. They internalize everything. They take it all in. They don't say anything. Their communication is not very strong. And then suddenly they put you through hell. That's like what I'm seeing. Or the tower collapses. Everything goes to shit. They lose it. And they're mean about it. And so a red flag is that this person is not great with communication. They're not great with talking about their feelings or how they feel about what you've done, how they feel about what they think you owe them, and how they think that you guys could be in better balance. Instead, they keep score, they keep track, they internalize it, they keep it in their mind, and then bam, they do some shit that's rude as hell. And it could be something that is not outright, like I said, passive aggressive. So it's not maybe something that you notice. It's like they saw you and you were talking to somebody and they thought that you were flirting. And so now when you're not there, they're going to text somebody else. They're going to hit someone else on Instagram. They're going to flirt with someone when they're out at the bar with their friends, or when they're out somewhere like at the pool, whatever it is. That's how this person is. These are the red flags you're not seeing. They act cool and collected and calm. On the outside, very relaxed, very chill, but they're observing, they're quiet, they're careful. They don't say anything. They keep track, they keep score, and then bam, they hurt you. But you don't know about it because they never say a word. Spirit, tell me more. Are there more red flags here? This person holds a heavy burden. They hold a lot of energy because they've been doing this their whole life. They've been like collecting pieces from everybody, internalizing it, not communicating, not telling their friends or their family how they feel, but they're just holding it all inside. And because they're holding all this pain and all this suffering and all this energy and all this negativity, it's bound to come out somewhere, and it's bound to come out to someone. So it's interesting because it's like this heavy load that is on them is suddenly directed all at you all at once. Or if you're not the victim, it's somebody else. It's whoever's in their life at that moment that they can channel this energy into. But this is somebody who also just entertains multiple people. It's like how they feel that day. They're high and then they're low. They're high and then they're low. But on the outside, they look stable. They look normal. They act normal. But internally, they're like high and then low and then high and then low. They're mad and then they're sad and then they're angry. But the thing is that they look the same the whole time. They look like this fox, like just nonchalant, chill, relaxed, laid back, observant. But internally, they're fighting this battle and they're not showing you, but they're going behind your back. They're sneaking around. They're sneaky. They're a sneaky fox. Spirit. Yeah, they just have this is about passionate energy, but they have this it's more than passionate energy. It's like this fire energy inside of them that's angry. They have a lot of anger, a lot of built up anger. And eventually the anger has to come out, right? So that's a red flag. They're also selfish and greedy, and they don't think about others. They don't think about other people. They only think about themselves. And it's not fully evident. It's not easy to see. It's not easy to notice because they wear a mask. They hide who they are. They hide what they're actually going through, but they feel like they're being backed into a corner. They feel like people around them betray them back and forth. But the thing is that they never voice it. They never talk about it. They never let you know. And so internally they feel like this, but externally they're just hiding how they feel, and they're like, oh yeah, I'm keeping score. I'm gonna fucking get you back. It's like it's not good. It's negative. It's very negative. Spirit. Anything else? Any more red flags? Any other red flags? So they act, so it's just, Spirit is just clarifying this fact that they act and appear to be very, very, very stable, but actually they're not. Actually, they're very in their head. There's somebody who feels crazy inside, but they're appearing to be stable. They're appearing to be relaxed. Spirit, anything else here? Anything else? Yeah, and it makes them do very, very foolish things. This energy makes them do very foolish things, but they don't think about it. Spirit's saying they do feel a little bit bad or guilty afterwards, but they internalize it. So it's not only external emotions and feelings that add up in their body. It's not only them taking score and track of what other people do, but now they're also taking score and track of what they do, and they internalize what they do, and they feel guilty about what they do, and it builds up. It's just a ton of negativity stuck in their body. And it's not somebody you necessarily want to interact or be friends with or be in a relationship with, because you could be the next strike. You could be the next person that they hurt, but you don't even know that they hurt you because they do it behind closed doors. And eventually it'll catch up to them. Eventually you'll see what they're doing. But because you're not seen now, they're going to keep doing it. And then eventually you're going to understand everything they've done, and it's going to hurt. And so this is just kind of like a reading or a message for you to become aware and become weary of this person, for you to kind of see what are they really doing, what are their intentions actually, and check in on maybe how they're doing or how their emotions are, and see if it hits a certain spot, or if they become, you know, defensive, because the defensiveness is just like another sign that this is that person. So I hope this reading helps shed some light on your situation, and I hope that things can get better, or maybe you can talk about it, whatever it is. But I hope this reading found you when it needed to. And if you're interested, or actually if you would like to, please drop a comment so you can tell me how this reading feels, how it resonates. Like this video if you did like it, subscribe to my channel. And if you're interested, I host spiritual retreats. My next one is in October and November in Hawaii. I also do Reiki healing and distance Reiki. I do personal readings and I do personal training, so I have online workout programs. So if you're interested, my website is down below, as well as my email. Just hit me up and I'd love to give you more information. All right, I hope you have a beautiful day. Bye. What's up, pile 3? If you chose this pile, the gazelle, this is going to be a reading all about what red flags this person is showing that you're not seeing or that you're not noticing. So let's first talk about the energy of the gazelle. The gazelle, this person is somebody who doesn't like to be noticed or seen very much. If they can kind of hide themselves more, they would, like maybe wearing hoodies, being more quiet, staying along the edges instead of in the center. They're also a very creative person, a very gentle person. They could be into art or some type of creative energy, even like skateboarding or something that they could see as just art. And like they could see somebody else performing in some way and like, oh, that's art, and they're into that. So it doesn't have to be literally like art class. It could be like the art of skateboarding, the art of snowboarding, the art of cycling. It could just be something that they see as beautiful, but it's also something that is very much isolated or a one-man type of art situation. So Spirit, is this a relationship? This could be like a romantic relationship, but it also could be like a platonic relationship, a friend. For a lot of you, this is a family member. And so it's hard when it's a family member because your heart is kind of disconnected from your throat in a sense. You feel one way in your heart, but you don't want to say it. You don't want to connect it with your voice because your heart feels like, oh, they're family. I feel bad. I don't want to do that. So you're not necessarily connecting your heart and your throat chakra. As I can see right here, it's just a little bit disconnected. So Spirit, tell me, what are the red flags of this gazelle person? What are the red flags of this gazelle person? Maybe they're just on a path that's a little bit destructive or a little bit, yeah, it's kind of destructive. They're staying in the same place. Spirit, tell me more about this. Okay. They're in this destructive path, and they're in this path of their ego. Their ego is so big that they're only seeing it from their perspective. They're only seeing situations from their perspective. They're only seeing how they're sad or how they're lonely or how they're hurt or how they're mad, but they're not seeing from the shoes of anyone else. They think everyone is always against them. They think everything is always bad happening to them. And they kind of live in this victim mentality. And when I said art over here, this could also be someone who does a lot of like TikTok videos, does a lot of like, but things on their own. They could also be a musician. They could post videos of them singing or playing guitar, whatever it is. But there's someone who's gentle and sweet, and you feel bad for them. You feel bad and you want to say something or you want to be there for them. But in your mind, you're actually like, dude, get this shit together, like get it together, or see some from other people's perspectives. It's like you're starting to see the red flags, but not fully. And so Spirit is trying to make you aware of these red flags. But it's somebody who you definitely love. Somebody who you love, who you want to be there for. So it's a fine line and it's hard to see clearly. So Spirit. But they're constantly on highs and lows. Okay, these were not supposed to come out, but this one was. They're constantly on highs and lows. Like they could actually be bipolar. They could deal with depression. They could, but it's just, they're not taking control. They're not taking control of their actions. And it seems to me that they're very, very codependent. And this is a red flag. They're very codependent. They depend on other people for happiness, including you. And so this is a red flag because they're draining you. They're taking some of your energy to help them when in reality they need to be helping themselves, but they're not helping themselves. They're living on this dark, lonely path where they feel like the victim. They feel like everything is happening to them and not for them. Spirit, tell me more about this. And this is heavily somebody that you love. A lot of you, a family member, like I said. Spirit, tell me more about this. What are these red flags? Okay. Yeah, they just are like, I'm carrying such a heavy load. I am in the dark. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. And you're like, take control. Take control. And you're constantly trying to guide them and show them. But it's like they have earplugs in. It's like they don't listen. They don't care. They do care, but they don't listen. They don't hear anybody except for themselves. Spirit, tell me more about these red flags. I'm gonna get advice for this pile because this is interesting. Spirit, tell me more about these red flags. What is this Four of Coins even about, Spirit? What is this Four of Coins even about? They could ask you for money, to be honest. They could ask you for money. They could make you feel bad or be like, oh, I don't have any money to do this, or I don't have any money to do that. Oh, I need to get a job, but like, I've been trying so hard. And then you're like, oh, here, let me give you some money, or let me help you. And then you feel foolish after because you're like, damn, like, they need to do more. They need to take control of their life. And Spirit, tell me more. It's like you feel so bad for this person, but Spirit's saying it's time to come to a judgment. It's time to come to this realization where you have to just be straightforward and stern and use your words in a nice way, but connect your words with your heart in the sense of, okay, show them unconditional love, but also show them tough love. Show them that they can't be in this victim mentality all the time. They can't put themselves on this pedestal and think that they're better than everyone else or that they're more important than everyone else, because everyone else is dealing with shit too. Everyone else is going through things too. And for them to feel like they're more important or their problems are more important is a red flag. Everyone's problems are just as important as the next person. We are the same as everyone else. You are the same as the person who is homeless on the corner asking for money. You all have the same problems, but a different set of circumstances. And so for this person to think their life is worse than somebody else's is wrong. And so it's showing them that we're all in this together. We're all one. We're all on this same path, but you can choose which direction you go. That's literally aid. Take more control of yourself. Choose the path to a better place, but don't burn down your home in the process. Don't let everyone around you feel this pain and feel this suffering in the process. It's like, oh God, Spirit, this is tough. Spirit, do you want me to, it's like your heart, you have a great heart. You have a beautiful heart. You have a loving heart. You're there for this person. You could answer their calls all the time. You could be there for them. And you could internalize what they're saying. You could take on their problems. This can really affect your mental health because they're not in order. And at the end of the day, this person doesn't even realize that they are affecting you, that they are technically hurting you. They're only seeing from their own shoes. They're only seeing the demons that they have to battle. They're only seeing, like, it's like they victimize themselves and they villainize the people around them. The people who love them, they villainize. Oh, well, this person said this. They kind of twist the words a little bit. They make you feel like, did I say that? Was I rude? Like, you're just trying to put all hands on deck. You're trying to keep this person straight, keep them hopeful for the future. Understand that they're okay, that there's more passion out there, that they can make it in life, that they can choose the right direction. But at the end of the day, this is their transformation. This is their path to follow. This is their life lessons. This is their battle to win. It's not yours, is what Spirit is saying. So allow them to fight this battle. Allow them to find the way, because you can't find the way for them. Spirit, do you want to put... No, Spirit doesn't want to put advice. Spirit wants you to know you can't fight the battle for them. Let them fight their battle. You can be there, but not in the capacity that you've been in there lately. Not to the point where it's affecting you and your mental health. All right, I hope this reading resonated. I hope you liked it. If it did, please drop a comment, like, subscribe to my channel. If you're interested, I post readings on TikTok and Instagram, same handle, TarotXTayFit. I also do personal readings if you're interested, and I do Reiki healing, distance Reiki as well. So if you're far, I can still send you healing. I also am a personal trainer, so I have online training programs. I'm also hosting spiritual retreats, and my next one is in Hawaii in October and November of this year. I hope, or if you're interested, go ahead and go down below. I have my website, I have my email, just hit me up and I'll give you more information. All right, I hope to see you soon. Have a beautiful day. Bye.